everybody, I'm Jazlette Wandrick, but I prefer to be called Jazzy, and this is my week 2 reflection. I'll be discussing some of the things we went over in week 2. This week we covered a lot of stuff about investors and CEOs. So let's jump into the first question. So, what did you discover during the brainstorm and research process during week 1? Well, I discovered with the brainstorming project was that I had so many great ideas. I didn't know how to put them out in a better way. But then I also discovered that it was a lot harder to decide really what I wanted to do and what I was going to go forward with. What was exciting or disappointing to learn about this process? It was exciting to realize that there was a lot of things that I really would like to do and start as projects, and this process kind of got the ball rolling for me. The only disappointing thing for week 1 was with the research process. I didn't get as much feedback with getting my survey out there as I wanted to. Other than that, I was pretty excited about the whole thing. I got to learn how to make a survey, something that I have not done before, and distribute it, which is also something I haven't done before. So it was really great. I really enjoyed it. So let's jump in some of the problems that I had this week. One of the problems I had was getting through the investor and CEO assignment, just because I've never done anything like that before when it came to like the proposal and getting to the investor and CEO research. Trying to find the research because my project is created off of not a previous idea, but my own idea. So not having anything to go off of was kind of hard. As well as, sorry, excuse me if you see me looking off, I'm reading from my paper. I took some notes. It was also kind of roadblock. I did get some roadblock when it came to creating my survey, because just trying to figure out a correct amount of questions to ask without asking like a whole boatload of questions was really hard. I did have a lot that I wanted to ask, but I was trying to keep my survey pretty narrow and quick so that people wouldn't get tired or from taking it. I could say really those were the biggest and hardest things. The brainstorming was kind of a little difficult, just like I said from my previous question, which is trying to figure out really what I wanted to do and then communicate that clearly. That was really hard for me, trying to decide that I wanted to go with this magazine project and then actually figuring out what I wanted to do. And then once I get into researching, realizing that I needed to change my idea was kind of frustrating. So other than that, I really didn't have too much. So, jumping into crowdfunding. This is actually not the first time that I've heard about crowdfunding. I've actually done some research on it in the past with my previous degree. So, I've actually liked the idea of crowdfunding. It is something that if I would start up a business in the future that I would go into and consider, because I think it's a really good idea. I mean, to get your idea out there and allow a lot of people to be able to decide if they want to donate or not on it. I think that's a great way to go about it. It's not like going towards an investor and having to give it a percentage of your company or shares in your company or something like that, or taking out a loan and having to pay it back. So I really do think it's a great option for going forward with different project ideas. So, how comfortable do I feel in trying to secure an investor or persuading a CEO? Well, I feel that I would still want a support role there, but I feel pretty comfortable with talking to a CEO and investor through a proposal and or in a face-to-face meeting, just because I feel like I'm the only person that can communicate my idea in the correct way to where I feel that investors would want to invest in me. I've been told I had the gift of gab, so I feel like talking and being able to communicate and show someone how much passion that I have, you can't get that unless you hear it from me. Yes, I could have somebody else go in there and speak for me and pretty much communicate on my behalf and let me sit back and be more some of the supporting roles, but I want to have all hands in my business. So if I'm going to try to get funds and speak with investors, I want them to know who they're dealing with, and how passionately, like I said before, that I can be about something, and maybe that might be even persuading within itself. So I really enjoyed speaking with everyone today, and I hope you enjoyed my video and it came across clearly. I hope everybody was entertained as I reviewed some of the things from week 2. I can't wait to see everybody else's. So, like I say, color your day fierce. Have a nice day, everyone.